this is all new. So I'm gonna have a cheat sheet. So I'm a big believer in lifting females up, in no matter the industry. So I've taken time out of my life to manage a female rapper.
Okay.
You're only going to see her once a month, not because I'm trying to hold her down. That's just when she has the heaviest flow. Thank you. And Robin Hood. We all know Robin Hood, right? The good old narrative, steal from the rich, give to the poor. Good concept. Then why the fuck do you need Robin Hood? And highlight. When I think highlight, I think of lava land. And we know what a highlight reel is, right? A compilation of one's accomplishments. But it's also a dope name for a gay rapper. And you would never say there's a highlight at a funeral, but theoretically, depending on your religion, the person you're having the funeral for already went to a highlight. And you never hear about lowlights. It's because it's a torn love-hate relationship. Like, lowlights are good for whenever you're fucking or you're walking. But you would never want to be low light in fucking or walking. And an escalator. Why is it okay to yell when you go down on a fucking roller coaster, but you can't do it on an escalator? And this is a fucking walk off for me. And I saw earlier in the community of comedians, they were talking about how some comedians like to wing it, some comedians like to write. I do both. I consider myself a right winger. And you guys know what fight or flight is, right? That reaction you have in a moment where you have to step up or run away. But doesn't fight or flight sound like 9/11 at its core? I figured that was my one. And silence is violence. We've all heard that, right? So shouldn't we be attacking to death? Thank you. I'm glad you like that. It'll get worse. So earlier in the year, there was a push by pedophiles to rebrand themselves as MAPs. Minor attracted people, people attracted to minors. If you didn't hear about it, that's how quickly that shit got killed. But I'm okay with the name brand change, solely for the fact that when we hunt them down, we're going on a fucking map quest. Thank you. And I'll end on this. So I'm a big of a history buff, whether it's learning about it, trying to make it, or deleting it from the internet. But earlier in the year, I found out Nancy Reagan in her youth, quite a little head monster. Like she literally blew half of Hollywood, gone with the wind, inspired by one of her blowjobs. Folks, what I'm trying to tell you is Nancy Reagan knew her way around the cock, like Jenny knew her way around the block. And I'm fairly certain Ron's like, well, I'm trying to sell these people to just say no. But Nancy's not doing it for the dick. But if he's smart, you use that as a negotiating tactic, like in the 80s with the Berlin Wall. Maybe behind the scenes, he's like, Mr. Gorbachev, tear down those draws. And I'm pretty sure he was so focused on crack in the 80s, because that's all he ever saw when Nancy was blowing somebody. But I did a deeper dive. In '68, he ran against Nixon. The Republican bid for president, and he lost. Nixon went on to be the president, get kicked out of the office because the Washington Post deep throat scandal for the Watergate. But it got me thinking, were the Reagans so pissed off by that loss, did they leak the story to the Washington Post? You guys, was Nancy Reagan deep throat? Because if she was, champion her. So that had to be the biggest dick she ever took down. And if that theme goes for presidents' wives, like Betty Ford, maybe Blowjob Betty is about Betty Ford. And then we have to make all Betty Ford clinics just head shops. And I'll end on this, abortion. It's pretty big right now, whether you're getting one or trying to stop it. But I look at them like a McRib. Neither are good for you. Nobody wants them until they're unavailable. And in the end, the client decides whether you have them or not. Thank you.